Whose life are you living?
I got juvenile life when I was 17. I want to air him out, but he's sitting there. Hey, you gotta stop. We're recording.
Bro, you a different kind of crip, man.
92.1. 92.1.
All right, welcome to the 90 to 1 podcast. This is episode 1. My name is Kerry Hayes, and I started the 90 to 1 program to help young entrepreneurs find a path to starting a legitimate business and earn money in this crazy world. So jump down in the description and check out that link to learn more about 90 to 1. But I'll say this. I set out to do this podcast and bring on somebody who's chronically online to show me what's going on in the world, because part of the 90 to 1 program is no social media. So I just started the program today, so I kind of know what's going on in the news cycle. But first, I'm going to introduce my boy, Cuz Lightyear, YM2 Crace.
In the building,
Yep.
in flesh. Look, you see me.
Talking all that drama, better call someone who don't care. Matter of fact, call Obama. You gon' need your ass on health care. Boy, missile in this bitch. Boy, missile in this bitch.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
man, this idea you got is crazy, bro. 90 to 1, it's a good idea, man. People need to take a break from social media, but we'll get more into that.
Yep. Bet. So introduce yourself to the people, man.
Man, I'm YM2 Crace, a.k.a. Cuz Lightyear. I'm a rapper out here, local rapper. Just trying to make my way. Just trying to end up in space like Cuz Lightyear should be. You know?
Nice. So where are you from? I mean, I know we met here in Spokane, but I don't know a whole bunch about your upbringing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So I'm from Spokane originally, but I moved. I got juvenile life when I was 17, and since then I wasn't back in Spokane until
Juvenile life was tell me for people that don't know what's juvenile life.
So juvenile life is it's now till you're 25, but when I got juvenile life, it was till you're 21. So I was 17. They didn't know what to do with me. I was getting in trouble with all over the place, and they're like, you know what, we gotta make a statement out of this kid. So that's what they do is they out here in Spokane, they give you juvenile life if they want, they want to show other younger people, if you keep going down this road, you're gonna be locked up for a long time. So they sent me. It was 4 years, but yeah, man. I ain't been back to Spokane since. But so I moved over to Austin, Texas, and I'm from Spokane, but I really be like I'm from Austin, Texas. Like,
Yeah.
It's hard. You know what I mean? It's like,
No, I get it. Like sometimes you spend time in different communities growing up, and like you identify with that. But yeah, so you said juvenile life, that took 4 years of your life, right?
Yeah.
When you're a kid, that can feel like a life sentence for real.
Yeah, it felt. Well, I remember I was sitting there, and there was a kid next to me. We're not gonna say no names or nothing because I don't want to. I want to air him out, but he's sitting there. Hey, you gotta stop. We're on live. We're recording. So there's a kid next to me in the cell next over. He's getting 15 to 36 months, which is like, 15 to 36 weeks, which is like 3 to 9 months.
Yeah.
And he's crying in tears. And the guard, I'm not even kidding you. The guard, I'm on 23-1. I can't even come out with the other kids because they know I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna beat some people up.
Yeah.
Can't even come out. So I programmed alone all through my Spokane little juvenile fucking bullshit. Excuse my language, but
No, we're good. We can cuss on here, just not
Okay.
for the first minute.
yeah. So there was this kid next door, and he's sitting there crying over 15 to 36 weeks, which is like, bro, oh man, I wish they would have gave that to me.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm in the cell next. I'm laughing. Low-key, I'm like, this kid is crazy, bro. But I'm trying to be a support system, so we're talking through the walls and stuff and I'm just like, you're gonna be all right, man. It's all right, you're not gonna get beat up or nothing. It's nothing. You'll be out in 3 months, dude. It's like a break.
Yeah.
So the guards sitting there, and they're like, man, you should be lucky because there's kids in here right now that are getting juvenile life. They use that as a term to scare kids. I swear. Yeah. Like there's a kid next to you who's getting juvenile life.
And that hits you like, oh, he's talking about me.
Yeah, so I'm hearing this. I'm all hearing this stuff and shit. And I was like, damn. But she's trying to like make an example out of me and teach him. And I felt good. I felt like that's what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's what it was supposed to do, Because that kid, I promise you, he did never go to jail again.
Yeah. Nah, bro. So like, I know, like we've had a couple conversations, but I knew like when we sat down, we'd like discover some dope shit, right? So, so when I was coming up, I want to say I was 13. By that time, I'd like witnessed all my friends going through the juvenile, like the court system, going to, getting locked up for a long time, like years. And it never really hit me what that meant until I got into a fight and I hit a kid with a skateboard, right? And they were like,
this shit. And hey, they were like, that's assault 1.
Yeah, exactly. They were trying to, it was assault 2 is what it ended up being. So they were trying to scare the shit out of me. And so I went and I sat down in juvenile detention for a little while. And same thing. There was a kid in there from Hillsboro, Oregon. I can't remember what his name was.
Hillsboro, I used to work there first off, but go ahead.
Yeah. But he stole a car. And he was in there crying about his thing too, and I was like, "Bro, I don't even know how long I'm gonna be in here. My parents don't even know where I'm at." Yeah. But yeah, when that happened, I got out, and then I had like 6 years of probation. So I had like
you was sad.
Yeah, bro. So like, my whole teenage years were spent doing community service.
Yeah.
Doing the whole taking UAs, going to drug court, all that. And like my charge didn't even have anything to do with drugs or anything. It was just an assault.
Exactly.
But they're like, no,
you got to go through the program. You gotta do this. Yeah. No,
so definitely taught me a lot about like. I don't know. I made a conscious decision around that period of my life that I was like, I'm not into the like violence and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I've been in situations, of course, where I've had to like resort to that, but I reserve it for like a last like I can pull this out if I have to. Yeah. But like
no, and it was crazy is like something I know about you, man, is like you keep your composure.
Right.
Even in the roughest situations, the composure is kept. So, I mean, like, I could tell, and I had similar situations. So, I never did good on the juvenile probation side of things. That was horrible. Okay. Yeah. That was horrible. I remember this is a little funny little side story, real quick. They let me out for Christmas one year. They're like, we're going to let you. I don't know how. Here's the agreement. You got to turn yourself back in to do the rest of your time. Yep. But because it's Christmas, we want you to spend that with your family. I thought that was dope. Yeah. And you're like, spent it with my family, of course. But I'm not turning myself in. Yeah. You guys got me fucked up.
No, you started thinking about that going back. Nah,
yeah.
I'm not going back. I had a boy named, we called him Lolo. His name was Lawrence. But, he used to always run from probation. Like he would just stop showing up to his meetings or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember he would call his probation officer from a payphone and he'd be like, "You're getting closer."
You're getting closer.
So look, like I was saying, so every week we're still kind of figuring out the format, but for right now, I think we should pop back in and do this once a week.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I know I was talking to you about the program and you're like, man, I need to do something like that. But the thing is, I need somebody that's chronically online to keep me up on what's going on. So I was kind of thinking about it on the way over here. Like, why don't
explain the program a little more for the people so they know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So 90 to 1 is entrepreneurial program. So think like 75 hard. But instead of fitness focused, it's business focused. So if you,
I like that slang. That's a slogan right there. It's not fitness focused. Yeah. It's not fitness focused. It's business focused.
Yeah. So there's a fitness aspect, there's a business aspect, and there's an education aspect. So there's required reading in the program. There's required exercise in the program. No social media. And you have to get an LLC and an EIN and business banking set up. And I've got 2 revenue engines, which I'll talk more about on the website, that are ready for you to make money like as soon as you get through the education and get your LLC formed and your business banking set up so you can get paid. There's a Discord server where everybody meets. We do, classes. I bring on entrepreneurs to talk about the business and just give people inspiration and guidance on how to go from,
So it's a bundle package. You're not only changing your life, but
Yeah.
you're really going to change your life. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Exactly. And they're revenue engines that I've been working on for, I've been working in marketing for almost 8 years now. And so I've got a really good handle on these businesses. And like I said, I'll talk more about those, on the website, but, so basically I need somebody that's chronically online, but I think what I'm going to do is like, okay, you're here today, maybe next week, you're leaning more towards jumping in the program, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 2-3 weeks down the road, you're like,
Then we got somebody else and we're doing
Yeah.
the program. Then we
Yeah.
get, keep it going.
yeah. So before we know it, we've got a different guest host every week, and they're like, "Oh, that sounds interesting." You know what I'm
You
saying?
get
And then-
different perspectives on how it's going because,
Yeah.
because first off, you're creating something, but you're not just saying, here's the 90-day program, 90-to-1 program. You're like, let me live it first,
Exactly.
which is even more,
Yeah.
that's,
So
that's
I'm,
real.
Yeah, I'd never ask anybody to do something that I wouldn't do myself. So I'm going through the program myself for the first 90 days of this entire thing. But yeah, so it's like a team building thing as well, because people are going to come in, it's going to rub off on them, and they're going to be like, dude, let me do this. And then before you know it, I got a team of people that got businesses that are on an upward trajectory in life and doing something positive, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that being said, this is the section of the podcast where my boy Cuz Lightyear is going to tell me what's going on the internet.
Man, listen, some crazy stuff. First off, we got to get into the Antifa in Portland. We got Antifa in Portland right now. I don't know if you heard about that. I know it's day one, but
Yeah, so I'm
it's
on
pretty
day
big,
one.
eh?
So yeah, I still got a pretty good idea of what's happening in the world. But, as we get further along in this program, I'm not going to know. But what I will know is it's kind of like the same shit, different day. It's still going on.
Remember, just like you said to me before, you said this to me and it stuck to me. The world is a stage. It's
Yeah.
like the same stuff has been going on for years and years and years. We just haven't, some have realized it and some haven't realized it. But
Yeah.
we got Antifa. I'm going to play this little clip for you, man. You got to see this.
But hold on, it scrolled down a little bit. Oh, damn.
Yeah, this was going on. It's like,
Damn.
crazy.
I've had enough. Bro. Yeah, that's probably enough on that clip. But
Yeah, sorry.
we can talk about it.
Yeah, so this is what's going on right now. What's your thoughts on this?
I think it's part of the reason why I added the component to the program about no social media for 90 days. Not that I think that that it's reasonable to go 100% no social media like for the rest of your life, because it's kind of the way of the world, right? But people need to get some time under their belt and see what life is like without this constant feed of emotional contagion and, this fear campaign that, pits one side against the other. until it reaches a fever pitch like this. It reminds me of around like the Iraq conflict during like around 9/11 times.
Yeah.
When they had like the terroristic threat alert on the screen, and if you had Fox News or any kind of news channel up on your TV,
everybody was scared during that time. I feel like that's what they were trying to impose on us.
Yeah, and they were using that threat level meter as like a way to signal to you now it's time to be super scared. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do
you think they think that scared Americans are gonna listen better, or the reasoning behind? There's got to be reasonings behind why they're doing it, because this is crazy. This is going on, and our president is sending people out right now. They're like, we're sending people to Chicago and over here, because it's also going on in Chicago too. Yeah. Portland's just the more bigger diversity of it, but shit's getting like, this is scaring people, but these are probably all paid people. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. So about fear. So fear is the single greatest driver of purchasing decisions. And when you're in fear,
you purchase the toilet paper and the water.
Exactly.
This is going on.
And when you're fearful, you're less able to defend yourself, like mentally, spiritually, physically. It weakens all those responses that you might have if you had your head on straight. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, it's not just fear that they use. Like they use the whole spectrum of human emotion.
Oh yeah.
And they've very effectively radicalized a lot of people on either side of the aisle, left, right.
Doesn't matter where you're from, they're gonna make sure you're scared.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I feel like the fear is the biggest part of it.
Facts, and I think the best way to arm yourself against that is to kind of like unplug. So if you so on my phone, I have an app. It's called Refocus. It's not a sponsor or anything like that. It's just a cool app that I found that
sponsor you someday though. Right?
Yeah, maybe so.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but it locks down all your social media apps for a specific time of the day or whatever, right? So if you're trying to focus on work, trying to focus on hanging out with your kids, just focusing on real life, right? It just blocks all that shit out so you can't even see it. Of course, I'm not using it right now because I don't even have the apps on my phone at this point in time. But so yeah.
Which is crazy because everybody, I'm telling you, people rely on their phones. Like, imagine, so like me personally, I'm an artist, I rap, so I use social media for my biggest tool to promote my music and promote my lifestyle. And for me to be away from that 90 days, imagine the refocus though on life though. Yeah, so and that's great.
What I want to highlight about that, and I've really thought a lot about this, is for people that are doing the program, if you rely on social media for work or anything that like you have to post, which I completely understand, like part of that social media component is to get people away from being consumers of content to being creators of content. So inside of the program, there's a whole CRM where you can upload your content, post it on a schedule, and you can. There's AI tools in there that'll like respond to comments for you and all kinds of shit. So it actually ends up being more productive for your social media career or your promotion campaigns or whatever inside of the program. So you're not
marketing.
Yep. So you're not cut off as a creator. You're just cutting yourself off as a consumer because all it's doing is hurting people.
And what? Let me ask you one question though. What brought this idea to mind? I forgot to ask this. We should have already touched this, but what brought this to your mind? Because I know like the world's going crazy, and we see the flaws in people. We see how like social media is almost used as warfare against us with like all the AI targeting, all that stuff. Yeah.
So the program itself, I did a 75 hard at the top of 2024. I did the 75 hard program. I graduated from that program. it just always stuck with me. I was like, this is like one of the single greatest productivity hacks I've ever done.
Absolutely.
So that definitely like had it, inspired what I'm doing here. How it developed into 90 to 1 is, so I've worked in this business called Paper Call for close to 8 years, and with the rise of AI and all that kind of stuff, I was looking for a way to diversify. So I started looking into marketing for brick and mortar businesses, like local businesses, how to get them more customers and nurture them and help them manage their reputation online and that kind of stuff.
And grow.
And I ended up finding out that I could build AI voice agents. And that just, the whole AI thing just exploded for me. So I spent pretty much a whole first year of my business solely focused on AI and selling those systems to people. And so the platform that I built, I've white labeled it so that I can have members of my community also use it to make money.
Yeah.
So that's one of the revenue engines. So that started to spark the 90 to 1 idea. I was like, how can I get eyeballs on this program and build my Discord community? And so I can get the word out that way. The social media part of it that you were talking about a second ago. So I was just talking about like 9/11, Iraq, all that kind of stuff back in the day. Around that age, I made a decision that I would never have mainstream news, mainstream like cable, any of that kind of shit in my house, right?
Yeah.
And I stuck to it. I've never, like, nobody's ever walked in my house and seen me watching Fox News or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And like I felt like I had an edge on the rest of society because I wasn't being exposed to that kind of stimulus. And with the rise of the smartphone, mobile, having it in your pocket, like it slowly crept back into my life in a different.
Because you just see different way.
Yeah.
Because now you see all the posts and there's AI generated stuff that people are believing is real, which is this is the crazy part of the AI part of things is they can capture people's voices and they could remake them, and they can literally just make a video. Let's say our president, for example, of saying something, and then post it, and then everybody believes that's what he actually said, but all alone, that was created through AI. How are we looking?
Still recording.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure we were still recording.
This guy, for this episode 1, you know what I mean? We gotta
for sure. But we
figuring out the
definitely need
kinks.
audio.
Yeah. But no, and then another aspect I was thinking about while you were talking is how the phone, first off, they've already admitted that it can send signals to your brain. I don't know what they're called. I'm not that
RF something.
Yeah, and it's how it's like linked. So while most people don't realize this, they sleep when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Your phone's on the counter right here, but you're sleeping right here, and your brain's right there, so it's just sitting there.
Yeah.
It's pretty much feeding you what
like
they want to feed you.
Like a digital osmosis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy.
You ever had sleep where you can't wake up?
Yeah, sleep paralysis.
Yeah. So it's kind of like it. In a way, it's kind of like sleep paralysis. You can't move. You're trying to.
Yeah.
You're trying to get out of this warp, and that's why I think what's great about this program is you get away from that. Get away from that. They can't send that news feeds to you. They can't put that fake shit in front of your face for you to see because you don't got it.
Yeah.
And you can't alter my mind because I don't got that shit. I'm not even watching that. And people that watch the mainstream news, I hope they understand by now. Now, it's 2025. Now, I hope they understand that it's just a stage.
Yeah, I think the goal of it all for them is to like weaken humans' ability to discern. Like
Decipher
at some
for
point,
themselves.
like there's some
Exactly.
people you see their reactions to things online, like people reacting to Charlie Kirk and all that. Like I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but
Oh, that's a good one though.
yeah,
That is a good rabbit hole.
yeah. So,
But we're not going to go there.
but yeah, those people like they've lost their ability to discern right from wrong, like on a basic human level. All
It's
right.
like, exactly. It's
Yeah.
like, let's make fun. Okay, we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole, but let's make fun of this guy that just got like he just
Yeah.
got assassinated. Like,
Yeah.
what are you even thinking? Like, people are they lost their control to even It's
Yeah, and that's part of the plot too. Is like,
I was around when computer. So I'm young, but I'm old enough to where I remember the first computers.
yeah.
I remember.
Wait, how old are you?
29.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
I was born in 96. I remember when AOL, dial-up, all that. I remember the computer generation. I remember that first Apple computer. I remember it. We
Yeah.
had it. I had it at my
Yeah,
house.
with,
it
Oregon
was this
Trail.
long. It was this long.
Did
If
you
you've
have
ever seen-
Oregon Trail?
I don't even know what that is.
It was the floppy disk video game.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah,
It
absolutely.
was like green.
Yeah, yeah.
All the characters were green or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
remember playing that shit.
Damn, but I'm old enough to realize this. But think about our new generation. All they have, exactly what this is. This program is genius, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you.
Exactly what you're saying is this whole new generation have had nothing but technology stuffed in their face.
Yeah.
My sons, I have a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old, both
Yeah.
boys, and they're better at video games than I am. I'm like,
Yeah, that's
I've been
crazy.
playing video games. I play them.
Yeah.
How are you better? Because they since day one,
Yep.
right in their face,
It's like,
phones right in their face. And this is why they can alter people's thinking. Like, we got so many. Everybody has the right to think what they want, right? It's good.
right.
But when you lead people astray, like, that's what social media does. It leads people astray because this video pops up and now they're curious about that. And then boom, now all of a sudden, because they were curious about that, now all of a sudden all these other videos are playing
Yeah.
in the same light.
Yeah, like the door is open. It's like, okay, the window's open. Just start putting information in their head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's happening when they're sleeping
Yeah.
because their phone's right there charged by their bed.
Yep.
Think about it. It's just happening. They're just feeding. And then we got people. Oh shit! There's so many rabbit holes we can go through
Yeah.
for more episodes.
Yeah.
Obviously, but like chips in people's head and Tesla automatic driving. It's just
Yeah.
it's getting crazy.
You
All
know-
electric cars are crazy in general
Yeah.
because you can just hit the switch.
Yep.
Can't get nowhere.
Yeah, you could just turn somebody's whole life off. No car, no money, no, you know what I'm saying?
Done.
Ooh, that brings me to something I was watching a podcast about earlier. Pre-crime. You heard about that? Okay.
What's that about?
I'll send you some videos when we
Okay.
get out of here if you want to like really have your skin crawl, bro. You ever seen that movie? I think it's called Minority Report.
I did see that one.
Okay. Yeah, so
Is that what it's about?
I'm pretty sure in that movie, like, if you're about to commit a crime, like, they're coming to get you. Because they have a way to see into the future to know that you're going to commit this crime, and they just come deal with you.
Oh shoot!
So
So they already know it's gonna happen.
yeah, so like Palantir, the U.S. government, I think in the U.K. too, they're getting ready to roll this out, where social media platforms are monitoring your data to see if you might possibly commit a crime, and if everything lines up, they'll put your ass in jail for 20 months, or not 20 months, 20 months or some shit like that.
We're on some crazy topics. Innocent until proven guilty is what they say, right?
Yeah,
So they can lock you up, and then you have to go to trial or you have to go to court to prove you're innocent.
yeah,
I thought I was innocent until I'm proven guilty.
right.
So I should be a free man until you could prove that I'm guilty. That's
That's what you would think, right?
This, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, so if the
whole
state has
system.
a reasonable assumption that you could be proven guilty,
they
then
just
gotta
lock your ass.
up.
They just lock you up.
Yep.
It's like, all right, fight for right. Here's an attorney that's paid to try to get you to.
Now imagine trying to fight this battle. You haven't even committed a crime yet. There's just a high likelihood that you might. So I don't understand. It's like, so they just lock you up for 20 months, and at the end of it, they're like, all right, now
Are you gonna
make
commit
sure you
that
don't
crime?
be thinking about committing them crimes.
It's like, I can't even think about it. So here's another quote. I don't talk about bibliology or nothing, but it's kind of like if you think about a sin, you're already committing the sin.
Yeah.
It's from what the, what the Bible says. So
Yeah.
if you think about it, you've already committed the sin. So if I
Yeah.
think about adultery, if I think about cheating, I've already committed it.
Yeah. Well, your brain doesn't know the difference between
Thinking
thinking
doing.
about something, watching a movie about it,
It's
or
just
actually
constantly
participating.
going. Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a Christian, so like I definitely entertain this conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, sin is just, and I'm not a theologian or anything, but like, and I'll probably butcher this, but I'm pretty sure sin just simply means like falling short of the glory of God.
Yep.
So like,
Or being a human.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, we all fall short, and we're always gonna fall short, and I think that's like kind of the point of it is that,
Now, there's different levels to sin. I get that, but
Yeah.
like, it's just crazy to think about. So it's like what you're saying. If they think about a crime and they're getting arrested about it, they've already done it, and they're in the government's head. They've already done it or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with sin. In God's mind, you already committed it,
Yeah.
right? You know what I mean? Just what I
Facts.
was thinking.
What do we got? What do we got next?
Next, is there another video right here?
Yeah, there's 3 videos in that playlist, I think.
UFO. So next topic.
I can tell by the look on your face. This is probably gonna be aliens or some shit.
Yeah, this is. If people didn't know, there's a lot of the whole social media right now is saying we're going to be invaded by aliens by November or something like that. So there's a lot of UFO sightings going on. There's a lot of talk about aliens taking over, pretty much. So that's what's going on in social media right now. There's some big topics. Like we got down the first one. The next one is aliens. Aliens is
check it out.
definitely.
Aliens.
It's been a good topic for.
You see the
since
most recent
80s.
one? There was a woman who's a model who was on a plane. Did you see that, Jamie? It just got released today. She got what they're calling some of the most compelling UFO video ever. She's flying in a plane in this silver thing. They freeze framed it. It looks like a flying disc.
A model saw this?
A model. She's just in a plane and filming out the window. And they had seen this thing apparently, and she's trying to film it, and it shoots by the plane.
All right, pause it. Bro, that looked like the UFO from the movie Nope. You ever seen Nope?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second, bro. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one of my favorite movies, and I was anticipating seeing it. The ending to that movie
Yeah.
sucked. First
You
off,
thought so?
I was so disappointed
Bro.
because when I first kept seeing Nope, I don't know, the marketing is
Yeah.
good. The marketing behind that movie made me want to watch that movie so bad.
Yeah.
I was like waiting for it to come out. I remember going to the theater first day it came out.
Yeah.
Watching it, and I was just disappointed by the end. I just don't know what did it to me, but the ending didn't do it to me. But
Just the concept though, like
oh,
it's
Nope.
basically well, first of all,
I like
it's
the title.
It's Jordan Peele, so Nope, not of Planet Earth. Like it's a Western horror thriller comedy.
all one.
You know what I'm saying?
They
That's
had
never
some
been
good
done.
comedy too. The daughter had me dying.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
She had me dying. I was like, "This is your classic American teenage girl
Yeah.
right there."
Yep.
You know, they all
But yeah, the whole alien thing, that's what is it, Project Bluebeam?
yeah.
Yeah, so you're
They're
deep
sa-
into conspiracy shit. huh?
They literally say November.
Mm-hmm.
There's something on their way to Earth.
Yeah.
Right. And NASA's release, first off, this is a whole NASA's on a whole nother level of bullshit we're not even gonna get into today, but
Yeah.
NASA released a statement saying that they've been communicating with extraterrestrial life since the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe
And
that.
That's where our computers, these little chips, like if you look into a computer chip,
Yeah.
there's no human, there's not even a robot that can make some of these. Like it's,
Yeah, like when you zoom down in it.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's insane. And so all this was, okay, we're getting into it, but
Yeah.
all this was found on a spaceship. Kevlar, bullet stopping,
Yeah.
That was found on an alien life form that died.
Yeah.
They found the Kevlar on him. They're like, what is this material? And then they remade that
Yeah,
material.
like reverse engineered it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Boom. So anyways, getting back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
NASA released a statement saying they've been talking to extraterrestrial life. They've been communicating. And they're on their way. They're on their way to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not coming here friendly.
Mm.
So, and we're got to think about this. How much older are these beings than us? Or these...
Well, they'd have to be like infinitely older than us. 'Cause
Like-
if they figured out a way to travel here from somewhere outside of our observable universe.
And we think it's a meteor.
Yeah.
That's what people are saying. It's a big meteor.
Right.
And then it's a scientist at Harvard. I can't remember his name, but he's saying straight up, it's not an asteroid.
Yeah.
The government's lying to us. NASA came out recently and said they're talking to. So they're putting like 2 and 2 together. They're making 4, and they're saying, "Hey, we're screwed."
Yeah.
But then again, is it all just a conspiracy, or is it is it this fear factor? This fear, like you said, this fear factor that they're trying to put into us.
Yeah, most definitely. I think well, I'm not saying the aliens aren't real.
Aliens are real, I think, for
Yeah.
sure. I can't say I've seen anything. I've never seen an alien in my life, but I have seen some weird shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've seen some weird shit. I've had
In the
crazy
stars and
spiritual
crazy-
experiences
Yeah.
and all kinds of things, man.
I'm waiting to see one though. I just want to smoke a blunt with him. He's a rapper. Just hit this. Maybe we'll be chill. You
Yeah,
know?
man.
You can cut in and out of all the stuff you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, CapCut has a dope feature that I just found where I just upload it in and then
Automatic.
yeah, well, I play through it and click the different scenes. when I
CapCut's
wanna
my
switch.
favorite.
Yeah. It's
It's a good one.
user-friendly.
It's a good one for artists too.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say don't use all their little automatic features, but you
Mm-hmm.
got to understand is you can take that automatic feature and you can adjust it.
Yeah.
Is what a lot of people don't understand. They just use the automatic. Boom, it looks good.
Nah, you gotta
No,
you
you
gotta
gotta
dig
make
in
it
there.
your own. You gotta, because if not, everybody can do the same shit you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
anyways, another topic for another day.
Yeah, for sure. Oh
But
yeah,
yeah,
how do we
aliens.
go from aliens to video editing?
Well, they're in charge of that too.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
computer
true.
chips.
That's true.
They found it on the UFO. This is what Area 51 in the 80s. Spaceship crash is what they said.
Yeah.
The spaceship crashed. The alien died from the crash. They found it. On board was all these these computer chips. Think about it though. If you really think about it, look how far technology has come.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, we could barely talk to each other on
Yeah,
the phone.
right?
Radio signals.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden having bulletproof.
Yeah, it's almost like they're rolling it out.
Yeah.
Here's kind of my theory on that is that like we're actually a super ancient civilization.
That's have to
and-
reset.
Yeah, and like the elite bloodlines, they've been around forever and ever and ever, right?
Something popped up on my phone.
Oh shit.
It stopped the recording, sorry.
No, it's still recording.
Okay.
It's just low battery.
Okay.
That's all right. We can wrap it up right after this.
We're good.
But yeah, I think that we're just a super ancient civilization, and the elite bloodlines. You know, when Earth is not hospitable enough to sustain human life, they go somewhere else. They go underground or they go up in space or something, and they hide out for the thousands of years or whatever they need until they can come back to Earth and restart. And then, you know, a couple hundred years later, they go, oh, the internet's here. Oh, the iPhone's here, but they just got the playbook. You know what I'm saying? That's why they
Yeah.
always win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think coming back to the program, this is where it's good is because look at how many topics we could bring up and talk
Yeah.
about. These are all off of what we've seen probably through our phones.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And taking that addiction away, all right, I'm going to delete all this shit. My phone is just so people can get a hold of me from this point on, which is what a phone is supposed to be for.
Exactly.
They put all this shit in, like you said, they put all this stuff in to affect us, to make us think a different way than how we actually think.
Yeah.
And so it's the fear tactic, like you said, and bringing it back 90 days away from that could change somebody's life, especially if they form an LLC, get their EIN number, start their business. Now you're looking at, and then you got some revenues coming in, which is already, they're just giving that revenues, like joining up through the program. They're already giving those revenues. Yeah. But not only that, but now they get to think about like, now I can go get a business loan. Now I can go start something for myself and start thinking for themselves. Yeah. They might not even want to get back on social media.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you think about it, everything we've been talking about, aliens, Antifa, all this crazy shit going on that's designed to keep us.
There's one more we're going to talk about too.
Fearful.
We're not done.
Scatterbrained, right? All those are tools to keep us from realizing that becoming successful in life is not as far off as you think it might be. It's simply a matter of taking 90 days to a year and just focusing in on this thing, this progress or this process, starting a business, like you said, getting some revenue in, and then go to a bank and said, hey, I got $10K a month in revenue. Here's what I need to take my business to the next level. They break you off a nice chunk of operating cash so that you can go and scale your business that you now understand what to do. Or you could take that 90 days or that year or however long and just keep falling into the trap. You know what I mean? So obviously they want people to be somewhat successful. They want you to be successful enough to where you can keep consuming. But they don't want you to, they don't want you to figure out that like, bro, all you got to do is have an idea and then get funded, sell your company and ride off into the fucking sunset if you want to.
And that's we got another video to watch if you want to watch it. If not, to end it off, it's like you said earlier, it's like the goal that most Americans should is not listening to other people on what their ideas and live in their own idea. Yeah. And that's the off grid.
Exactly. Because
get off grid because then you can't be controlled. Yeah. You can't be manipulated to think a certain way. And that's what social media is doing. It's manipulating the young generation. I'm going to say it, I'm sorry, the younger generation are at the most harm. Yeah. Because they get it just thrown in their face. I'm young. I'm only 29. But people older than me, they didn't grow up with social media. They didn't grow up. MySpace was something crazy to them. You know what I mean? That was like a blimp in my life. It was like a blimp in my life, and I remember having Mafia Wars. Oh, yeah. Little game, Mafia Wars. And I remember I used my name as my password, and I hit a boss, right? You know how you could hit the little hits? And I just accidentally hit him and got like 19 trillion, killed him on accident. Yeah. And my account got hacked the next day. Damn. Boom. Couldn't get into that MySpace. Damn. You know what I'm saying? And I was the mafia boss. Now I could buy I could do anything I wanted with 19 trillion, do anything I wanted on there. Yeah. But it was an accidental click. I just clicked on it. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. People can just click on things nowadays and alter their whole mindset. Yeah. I wasn't thinking about that game. Then I hit that click, and then now I want to play that game. See what I'm saying?
Bro, you a different kind of crip, man.
Come on. Big cripping in the building. By the way, yeah.
But hey, I just want to touch on something real quick before we kind of like exit out. So about social media, and I think that's one of the most important aspects that like if you do the program and you only take away one thing, is that when you're, doom scrolling and locked into this system of, waking up, checking your phone, just being a slave to your devices, right? Whose life are you living? Because you're watching other people interact. You're watching other people hurt each other, or, maybe it's even positive stuff, but you're just getting all these voices. They're not your mother. They're not your kids. They're not your friends. They're just these parasocial relationships that you form with these figures on this little device that they don't know you exist. Like,
They don't even know who you are.
exactly.
But they're
exactly.
altering your mind. For
Yeah,
that state.
and they're using your emotions to fuel a system.
I'm gonna take a shot to that one, brother.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
but
We drink here on this podcast.
facts. I'm a non-drinker, but to each his own. I got no problems with it. Yeah, live your life. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you guys want to check out the program, it's 90 to 1. It'll be linked down in the description. YM2 Crace. That's how you say it?
Crazy.
YM2 Crazy.
Yeah.
Cuz Lightyear, YM2 Crazy. Is there anything you want to shout out? You got anything coming up?
Man, I got a lot of stuff going, but I just want them to pay attention to change your life. Like, me personally, you already know, I'm so about to be into taking this 90-day break.
Yeah.
But I got to get you your information first.
Yeah.
But I want them to pay attention to this stuff because this is something I've been thinking for a long time. And this is why when you hit me up, it's a genius idea.
Yeah.
I know for a fact, me personally, this is my belief, but I know for a fact social media has influenced my life.
Yeah.
In a certain way. And if I could take a 90-day break from it, I think I'd be a better person all the way around. So
Yeah,
the
it would
program
definitely
is what I
change
want.
perspective. Yeah.
The program is what I want to shout out. It's not about me. It's really about changing people's lives. So make sure you check the link below. Get yourself in there. And if you heard my name, they heard my name. You know,
Yeah.
If you want to be curious about the music, go find that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But we're not gonna shout that out.
I'm definitely gonna. You're being humble over here, and I get it. I understand, but I'll put all your links down there in the description so people can check you out. This dude's music is fire. I don't even know if we mentioned that he's a musician, but he's dope, and I'm
Gas it.
And I'm a picky person when it comes to my music. So yeah, I've heard it and it's good. But yeah, check out 90 to 1. Thank you for joining us. Hit subscribe, like, share it with a friend. Let's fucking get
Bow, 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 bow. My man.
far away.
My man.
Hold on, let's do it again and I'll cut to it.
There we go. There was the smack.
Yep.
Woo. That was good.
I think, bro.
Except for the chick in the beginning. Did you hear her sitting there just running her mouth the whole time? I was like, shut
Hold on, let's get up in here for the
Oh.
screenshot.
It could happen to anybody.